All right, guys. So earlier today, Sony had its State of Play event, where they go over their slate of upcoming video games. They drop trailers, all that kind of fun stuff. And right when I was in the middle of a news stream, this news dropped that we got a brand new trailer for the Halloween video game that's coming to us in September of 2026. So this is very exciting news. Whole new trailer that announces the release date. So we're going to jump into that. I believe there's some gameplay footage and even some explanation on what the gameplay is going to be like. So for all of you Halloween fans, especially if you're looking forward to this video game, you're going to be very, very pumped on this news. I have no doubt. Let me know in the comments section down below what you're thinking of the Halloween video game, how excited you are, all that kind of stuff. I'm a big retro video gamer for the most part. Like, the most recent system I have is the Switch, and most of the games I play are retro games on the Switch. So I'm going to have to upgrade to be able to play this new Halloween game, but I am so there for it because I love this franchise way too much, and I'm looking forward to finally stepping into the shoes of Michael Myers or one of his would-be victims, to really put myself in that movie kind of situation. So let's go ahead and jump on into the article here that comes to us by way of Mike Wilson over at Bloody Disgusting, and the headline reads, Halloween the game stocks consoles and PC next September. And we got this cool shot there of Michael that I'll put up on the screen for you guys for a quick little moment there. And the article reads, the countdown is on for IllFonic and Gun Interactive's Halloween. During the Sony State of Play, the teams announced that the asymmetric stealth horror game will launch on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC via Steam and Epic Games Store on September 8th, 2026. Alongside the release date announcement is a brand new gameplay trailer, which you can view below. Death comes to Haddonfield in Halloween, a chilling tribute to the iconic John Carpenter classic film. Survive or slay across the tense streets and dark corners of Haddonfield in this asymmetrical horror sandbox, taking on the role of either a desperate civilian or the infamous Michael Myers himself. In each high-stakes cat-and-mouse match, every decision means life or death. As a civilian, protect the townsfolk by guiding them to safety, scavenging for weapons and supplies, and finding a phone to call the police before it's too late. Danger lurks around every corner, and survival depends on strategy, teamwork, and quick thinking. Meanwhile, Michael Myers stalks the shadows, using terrifying abilities like shape jump to move unseen across the map and strike without warning in a heart-pounding experience. And Jared Garrettson, the CCO of IllFonic, says, quote, our goal is to push the horror experience to the next level with single and multiplayer modes so players can get the most out of the game. Whether they become the Boogeyman or fight to protect Michael Myers' victims, Halloween promises an unforgettable battle of fear and survival. And yes, folks, one of the items that we've covered here previously on the channel is that Nick Castle himself has returned to play the Shape in Halloween the game, which I think is awesome because he, to me, embodies the Shape. There's something about Nick's performance. Other actors have performed well in the role, but there's something about Nick's performance that's just truly and wholly unique and unsettling, and he's just got that secret sauce. So, since they're trying to capture that 1978 feel, I think it's only appropriate to bring him back. Now, I believe there was another younger man playing Michael for some of the motion capture as well, but Nick was there to guide and coach. And for some of the really big moments, you can check out those videos here on the channel where we cover that. But, happy belated birthday to Nick Castle, because he just turned 78 just the other day, and here he is playing the Shape from 78 in this upcoming video game. So let's go ahead and check out the release date trailer together.
Rarely do teams get the incredible opportunity of exploring and creating a game around iconic horror legends like Michael Myers. In Halloween, players get to relive that fateful night in 1978 and step back into the town of Haddonfield, Illinois. I'm Miles Dompierre from IllFonic, and today I'm thrilled to present an extended look at gameplay for Halloween. With the help of Unreal Engine 5, we've been able to reconstruct the quiet town of Haddonfield in stunning detail. Remaining authentic to the 70s era aesthetics was essential to how we crafted our play spaces. When players navigate these environments, they'll be surrounded by decor that delightfully preserves a special moment in time. Throughout these locations, randomized townsfolk NPCs are living their lives, completely unaware of the danger lurking right outside their windows. These NPCs serve as the game's primary objectives. Stepping behind the mask of this infamous killer, Michael's goal is to find, stalk, and kill the residents of Haddonfield before Halloween night ends. Once you've honed in and stalked a target, it's time to choose the perfect moment to strike. Michael comes equipped with an array of unpredictable endowments, but the most powerful is Shape Jump. When in Shape Jump, Michael is invisible to the naked eye. This is our interpretation of Michael's inexplicable tendency to suddenly appear in completely unexpected places and catch victims off guard. Players can also choose from a broad range of compelling civilian hero characters that have witnessed the wrath of Michael and need to warn their neighbors before it's too late. Finding an active phone will allow you to call the police and attempt to convince them to send in help. Just remember, you may be able to knock him down, but you can't kill the Boogeyman. We hope you've enjoyed this extended look at gameplay for Halloween. We've only scratched the surface of what's shaping up to be a truly special and murderous sandbox horror experience. And we can't wait for you all to join us in Haddonfield when Halloween launches on September 8th, 2026.
All right, let's take another look at that trailer. I'm just going to mute it and we can have a little chit chat about it here. I think this looks great. I'm really loving that shape jump move that he's got. I figured they would do something like that. They've got to explain how Michael is such a ninja in the way that he can hide and then just appear out of nowhere. So that makes total sense to me. I would imagine we're going to see some other abilities as well. You know, this is something that they did with the Friday the 13th video game. So I'm expecting we're going to see something like that with Michael, like a handful of skills that he has. But this is looking really great. So Unreal Engine 5, they're doing a good job of, you know, especially these shots here going through the house, like this dining room and the kitchen, and then there's like the living room. You know, they really do capture that late 70s feel. This is, I mean, I was born in the early 80s, but I remember when people still kind of had a little bit of this decor and style, you know, because that stuff bleeds over into the following decade, you know. So, and not everyone keeps up with the times. So this is, you know, very reminiscent of the 78 film and just that time in history. And I'm digging just the gameplay footage here of getting to see the, you know, the surprise kill there is looking great. I think a lot of people were concerned about the lack of a single player mode. Now, while they have mentioned that previously, this is just another look at it. So maybe some folks that missed the early news on the video game, yes, there will be a single player mode for each side of the conflict here. So, you know, even if you're not an online player or whenever that time comes that the servers are no longer operating for this game, you'll still be able to have the gaming experience. And yeah, this stuff looks really good. The cop car looks very real. Love the shot of, you know, Michael getting shot and falling down and sitting up. Really feeling the Nick Castle-ness there. But I'm curious to know what you guys are thinking about the Halloween video game. So let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share the channel with someone who you think would dig this kind of content, because we're covering horror news all the time on the channel, whether it's a video game or it's a movie or maybe it's a TV show or a comic book or something like that. As long as it tickles our fancy and piques our interest, we're going to cover it right here. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing.